Hi guys. So I hope this time the thing plays, the camera, you know, it's evil. Yes. My camera, it's artificial intelligence, it thinks for itself and it's possessed, it's evil. I was going to say, how are you all doing? But I don't really think I need to ask, because if any of you have been through what I've been through and various other people that I know, then yeah, then I don't really need to ask that question. I think a lot of us are feeling very alone, and that's interesting because we can be surrounded by people, friends, family, God knows, whatever, right? And yeah, and some of these people are going to be really quite awake. They're going to be on the spectrum of awakeness, right? And yet, and some of them are going to be soul travelers and whatnot. And yet you still feel that massive existential sense of aloneness. But I think there's a reason for that. I think that's a kind of weaponized thing. Because what you feel is a program of... Oof, and this is very big, so it's not so easy to put it into words, really. It's a program of you are eternally alone. It's rejection, abandonment. It's a kind of, you have been forsaken. You have been found not worthy. There's a lot of religious intonation in it, actually, and it pervades the realm. And like I've spoken about the dark generator and what it does, and all its different expressions, you know, the Punisher, the mouth of Siren, you know, the black hand, which is that pervasive psychopathic frequency, that sound that you hear everywhere, that high-pitched sound, like a dog whistle, but it makes us all very, very sick. It's the sound of perpetual decay. It is the sound of the inversion. But then you have the dark generator, which is that insidious negativity. And then we have, of course, the Punisher, which is where it hooks into you and uses your self-hate against you. It's where you beat the shit out of yourself, and it's there going, yeah, you know? I mean, I was watching something the other day, I can't remember what it was, but there was an ad came on, which annoyed me, but I'm kind of happy it did, because the ad showed this woman having a conversation with what it termed the inner critic. You know, it was an ad, you know, and this is so typical of this place that we laughingly refer to as reality, and how insidiously and overtly fucking malevolent and evil it really, really is now, showing us all very clearly what it is now. Very clear, very obvious, and I'll get to that again in a minute. Again, it's going to be really rambly, guys. Hey, I apologise. It is what it is, all like that, isn't it? But this woman is like trying on all these different clothes and sort of, do I look good like this? And the inner critic is there saying, no, you look fat or you're ugly or whatever, you know. Had it been a true to life type of ad, that inner critic would have looked, I don't know, fucking grey with black poison perpetually leaking from its mouth like a fucking poison, and would have said, you're an ugly motherfucker, go kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself. But hey, but the fact that they put this in an ad in and of itself shows you the fucking hole of mirrors within the hole of mirrors within the hole of mirrors, and it lies at the centre, at the heart of it all. You know, I've been watching I always follow my intuition, very careful about what I watch, what I allow my consciousness to be exposed to increasingly, though I'm a big believer in powerful protection, but we have to be very discerning. So I watch a lot of documentaries because I'm always tinkering away and I'm always busy decoding, because it's very much a part of leaving the matrix. Is it's very important. You know, it kind of brings me to the whole quiet sort of quantum physics, you know, or, well, quantum mechanics, which I'll get to in a bit. I've come across a lot of information in the field, as it were, that has opened up another layer, as it were, of understanding, intrinsic knowing, which you feel. It is a frequency, and it's like, oh my God, I knew this, but now I know it more. It's a quantum leap. It's a eureka moment. You've had a eureka moment over there, but now, having cleared out a shitload more of the evil mind control garbage, you see it more. This is the high priestess in the tarot. That is what that card means. It is the parting of the veils, layer after layer after layer. The only people worth your salt in life are people that do the inner work. End of. Because only they are like the high priestess. Only they can self-actualize and self-determine. Only they can see, learn to see the truth. Everybody else is a follower and a repeater, and that's it. And people like that, you know, they might be very nice, they might be very pleasant, but ultimately any kind of association with them will be disappointing. You know, I came across a person like that this morning in a farm shop, and there's nothing happening there. They stagnate, and they get all their information. They follow particular gurus or particular belief systems. This particular individual follows this YouTube guy. He starts off all his videos. He wears this turban, a bit like myself, and he always like, namaste, brothers and sisters. Anybody starting a YouTube video like that makes me gag, and I'm literally like, okay, I need to get the fuck away from that. But people like her believe everything this man says. There is no self-determinism there. There is no selfhood there. You know, and I'm the kind of person, I said, because she used to have this boyfriend who was a surly motherfucker. I never liked him. But I said to her, so how's Grumpy? And she got quite upset with me because I was laughing. I was joking. I wasn't being, you know, rude or anything. Well, I don't think I was anyway. But, you know, I tend to be a bit of a... I can't help it. Truth just comes out of my mouth, and that was that. He's a surly fuck. He's an arsehole, and she's not much better off without him. But she's one of these people that anything you say, like I said to her, I said, wow, isn't it amazing? Because she hasn't had the, you know, the arm spare, and it was like, oh, this and oh, that. And how, oh, it doesn't matter whether you're vaccinated or not, and that we should just find common ground, and we should all get on, and it's all great, and it's all wonderful, and it's all fine, and, you know, I do face yoga, and, you know, it's all new age, very new age. It's like, you mustn't say that, and you can't say that, and it's negative, and, well, anyway, needless to say, it all got a bit, you know, people like that really wind me up in a big fucking way. I loathe the new age increasingly, more and more and more, because the false light that now pervades this realm is just unbelievable. It really just is. It's like, what the actual fuck? There are two types of people in this world, guys. You get your normies that have no self-determinism of any fucking kind. They always adhere to a particular, either they could be very religious, or they're scientists, or they adhere to the scientific view, which is ludicrous in and of itself, and again, I'll get to that in a bit. They need to be taught what to think and what to do and how to cook, and oh, the recipe, I need to stick to the recipe, I can't add anything else because the recipe. Yet they will, each and every time when confronted, tell you that, oh yeah, I always follow my, intuition. I always, I always do this and I always do that. And it's like, no, mate, because you're listening to Mr. Eckhart Tolle and believe everything he says. You listen to Abraham Hicks and you believe everything they say and follow along with and you don't even see. You don't see and you don't feel and you don't fucking know. Because when I listen to these people, whatever the fuck they are, there are a million different alarm bells going off within me. Yet, I still manage to extract pearls. Because that is what evil does. It takes truth and then subverts it. So you can't recognize it anymore. But I'm very good at going in and extracting the truth whilst leaving the rest. But my whole life people have given me, in the past people have given me books like You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. Oh my fucking God. I think I read about 2 pages and I knew then, and this is many years ago, that it was just bullshit. There was some good in it, very, very bits. But no, it's like, no, I need to just do my own thing. Do your own thing, Anika. Do your own thing. You will work it out as you go along, because the truth lies within you. The truth, the power, the selfhood, the sovereignty. You came here, you are on a fucking mission, girl. Do not be folded in. Do not be entangled in any motherfucking bullshit, because there's enough mind control going on already. You don't need to add to that. That's me. True soul travelers are wired that way. So if you want to know whether you're a real, true to God fucking soul traveler, then ask yourself, have you walked through life following your own gut instincts, doing your own thing, and literally just bouncing off everything, like religions, other people's theories, gurus, whatever, wherever. You come across these things, you come across these people, you come across all of this dogmatic garbage, this, that and the other, here and there and who and are. And you think, oh yeah, I'll take that, because I feel that to be true, because I knew that already, so I'll take that. But I can see the rest of it, no, my intuition tells me that, no, he's a liar, I can tell. We know these things. So if that's how you're wired, that's good. Then you know that you're a real soul traveler and you can trust yourself. But every day, of course, you're going to have this nasty, heavy, dark influence saying, no, you can't trust yourself. No, you can't trust yourself. You must trust the science, And it's interesting because I was listening to, there's this guy called Matthias Desmet. He's a Belgian, though I reckon his name might mean he's, I don't know, he might be Yugoslavian or something. He's a lovely bloke, I really like him. He doesn't get the bigger picture at all, but he does get some of it. And he talks about mass formation psychosis, right? He doesn't understand about the MPC thing, but just listening to him talk, it's like, yeah. It was a little part of the puzzle for me. I was listening to this guy on the Corbett Report, and he was a statistician, and he was very interesting as well. And it just shows you, again, that everything in the realm, one way or another, is manipulated perpetually in the minutiae by this evil satanic spider, which tweaks something over there, which has a massive effect on the whole. And ultimately, the ones most affected by it, and I think that is the purpose of it, are the NPCs, because they are the jailer. They are the prison officers. I call them mundane reality reinforcement officers, because that is what they are. But increasingly now we see that they are demonic, right? I mean, belligerently, overtly demonic. It's because that is their true nature, and it is erupting from them now, from within them, because they're losing. And I know it doesn't feel that way. I know it doesn't, because, what was it? About 2 weeks ago I started having a shitload of Mandela effects. It was like out of this world, like one over there, street names had changed, all kinds. And it was like, whoa, I mean, like, I felt like I was being slapped around by them. It was that, whoa. And then I became aware of the astrology having changed. And that made me feel a bit unsettled. Because normally I think, well, in my reality that is, we used to have no more than 2 Mercury retrogrades a year. Then I went online, I was just fucking around, and there was this woman who was totally woke and a total fucking Satan clown going on about how we now have 4 Mercury retrogrades every year, and how Pluto was supposed to leave Capricorn to go into Aquarius, Uranus, the Liberator, all good stuff. But no, it will do that, yes, next year in March, but it will leave Aquarius again in June to go back into Capricorn for another 8 months. This also did not make me feel good at all, because Pluto in Capricorn was a necessary shift, a necessary energetic combobulation, I dare say, because Capricorn is kind of like the 10th house, Saturn, the structures of this world, Satan, you know, the devil in the tarot. And Pluto is hell, you know, it's all the darkness, it's all the satanic, nasty evil that goes on in this world. It's that big fat spider in the web. It's the mass formation dominance, whoosh, whoosh, every day. That is the dark generator. It is the mouth of Sauron, the inner critic. You're so shit, kill yourself. It's all of that. You're all alone, you always will be. You're surrounded by friends and family, but nobody understands you, nobody cares. I mean, so I was there and I'm thinking, wow, so we've had another dark reset, you know, quite obviously. I mean, throughout everything that went on with Kiss, and by the way, he's doing a lot better now, so the treatment seems to be working, so I will let you guys know, no doubt in another video after this, because I haven't seen the lady again. I need to see her at the end of this month, so I don't know what's going to happen with that yet, but suffice to say that he's doing a lot better in himself. He's quite chirpy, as always, and he's very affectionate, and he's eating, and he's, you know, okay, going out with his little friends, you know, do whatever it is that Phukets do. So yeah, so I was very aware of this dark reset, and then I was thinking, but we're in a Mercury retrograde. So I thought, right, what is this about? What is this making me feel? What is it bringing up from within me? What is it doing? What is it scooping out of my being here? And of course, it was just another element of that same old program, which is the key to it all. The evil always wins, and there's nothing you can do. See? Another dark reset. You're never going to get anywhere. You're never going to get anywhere. You're never going to get anywhere. And you're all alone forever and ever in hell. You know. So that's really what's been coming up. See, when you get a Mercury retrograde, you've got to look at what's been going on for you in your inner plane in the months leading up to that Mercury retrograde. So when all that shit was going down with Kiss and his hog, and there were other things happening as well, and I went to pick him up at the vet's that day, and he wasn't ready yet, and I was wandering around that area, and it was all office buildings and no nature, and it was like I felt what I call the satanicness of it. It was absolutely beyond words. It was really terrifying, actually, to navigate that. And that was a particular frequency that has been put into soul travelers. It's like a targeting sort of thing, that is very, very difficult to put into words. I'm not sure that I can. It's this: you're all alone in hell, and you've just taken some really bad acid, and you think, or you thought, that you're going to get somewhere, but you're never going to get anywhere at all. We have all the power, and so forth and so on. And it's a whole pack of nasty, dirty, disgusting, insidious lies that is fueled by all the experiences that you will have had, without a doubt, throughout your life. Because you are, as it were, a targeted soul here. Because you're you're special. What can I say? You are. You know that you are. You know it. You feel it. There is, and it's all, oh, no, that's the ego. You can't say that. You know, it's like, you can't say that the sky is blue. That is bad and egotistical. You see, it's fucking garbage. It's difficult. It is so difficult to keep hard, to keep putting one foot in front of the other and to navigate through this horror scope, which is increasingly sadistic and malevolent and geared to keeping you in a state of abject torment and terror and a state of victimhood and vengefulness, right? Believe me, I know, because I go through that every fucking day. It's really tough. Oh, I mean, I must have fucking ground my teeth or clenched my teeth because one of my teeth really hurts, and it's like, see, that's gonna happen now. You're gonna have an abscess. You're gonna have this. You're gonna have that. I mean, it is a testament to how special we are when you stop and really, really pay attention to others. And you see how they simply need to follow something. They have to belong to something. They have to follow something or someone. They have to be part of the herd. They need that. Whereas you have been pretty much on your own, bouncing off every fucking thing, right? Thinking, nah, none of this vibes with me, and I'm just going to do my own thing, and I'm just going to find my own way. Because I'm just a fucking true, authentic individual. And so you feel alone. It is an aloneness to be that way. To be surrounded by people that you so want to connect with. You too have that need to belong. That need for validation, that need for vindication, that need for love, unconditional love and acceptance and belonging and safety and well-being and creativity, you know, your magic to be restored, to know who you are, to know what to do and to experience the gigantic, enormous joy, wow, that comes from remembering who you are. Of course, this is who I am and this is what I do, and hey, ain't no looking back now. That is the point we're heading to, and we must be getting close, because evil is now seething. I can hear it. I can hear the hissing. I mean, demons manifest most violently just before they are cast out, and boy, are we casting out fucking demons here. This is why we feel so shit, and that dark reset element to it was allowed to happen to take us into this, what can I say? It's where it ends and you begin, and it hooks into you and uses and turns you into a battery that I talked about in my last video. Self-hate. Well, I'm here and I'm powerless and there's nothing I can do. I can't help other people. I can't help those I love. I can't help the animals I love. I can't help myself. I'm powerless and I'm worthless. And every day I'm told that I'm guilty and sinful and dirty and bad and I deserve to suffer every day. Oh, it's only the inner critic, you know, it's nothing really. Everything, the spider, the evil, bloated spider, all day in every broad spectrum fucking dominance. You know, the goldfish in the bowl. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything. I don't know who I am. Oh my God, oh my God. But despite all of that, you have not forsaken yourself by join us, you know. Everybody else is doing that. Oh, Eckhart Tolle, I love Eckhart Tolle, you know, and it's like, oh, I love this guru and I love that guru, and You know, oh, I love it all, and then they start to use the same words, the same language, the same rhetoric, the same expression as said guru, and you think, oh, okay, so you're just another repeater then, you're another person that has a fundamental disconnect at the core of their being, so I don't really know what to do with you anymore, because we're different creatures, you and I. So you go back to this sense of aloneness. That aloneness is a badge of honor. It is your badge of honor, but it hurts like fuck. Huh? Here's the thing, you're not alone, because I'm here and I'm like that. And there's other soul travelers out there that you don't even know exist, and they're like that. So difficult, isn't it, guys? That is what the aloneness is all about. The fact that you are under attack, that you are being tormented and baited and manipulated every fucking minute of every fucking day. That when you go through these really deep purges and you feel like absolute shit, you're also having these onslaughts saying, oh, see how negative you are. All these negative thoughts and all these negative feelings. Well, I'm not surprised you feel like shit. You're going to manifest all that, you know. It's all going to happen. See? Law of attraction programming. Nasty, insidious, satanic, motherfucking evil. So then you feel bad on top of feeling bad. You see, I know, because I decode this shit. I have done for years, so I know how it all fucking works. And I know it more and more and more. The more clearing out I do, the more clear it all becomes, you know. And I had this amazing vision last Sunday of, I'm going to try and put this into words. It's really hard, and I hate that so much. Increasingly, it's just like that. But I was shown very clearly, and I wasn't just shown. It wasn't like, oh, look at that picture over there. It was an intrinsic experience of, this is what it's like. Feeling, knowing, being whole. It was incredible. It was like I was a being of pure fucking power and magic and love and light, and all of a sudden I knew this. There was no more doubt. There was no dark generator. There was no fear. There was no guilt. There was no dirt. There was no shame. There was none of that. It was total remembrance, total power. And it was like, oh, the joy, the fucking, oh God, all this horror fell away, just all fell away, right? It all fell away. And it was just incredible bliss. Not bliss that you get in the NDE place, which is fake bliss, which is given to you and put into you. This was something that came from within me, and it was incredible. It lasted for about 5 seconds, and then poof, it was gone. And it was like that, because it's always been that way for me. I get shown something, it comes from within. It's not given to me from the external. It was always within me. And it's like, oh, this, do you see, do you understand? It's always there to empower me. It's always empowering, always, which is why I know how I know that it is of the light. Me, the Great Mother. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I get it, yeah, like in the graveyard, you know, like, yeah, I get it, I see it, right. Then you have to go in, something will happen, there will be something like that dark reset, but you have to go into your being to clear out, to expunge and heal and alchemize and neutralize that which gets in the way which stands in the way between you and your ultimate attainment, the Holy Grail. This is what going home is. Home is where the heart is. Home is not a place. Home is you. When you are full in your power, totally whole again and remembering, and all that evil shit that we've been through here falls away, then you can create anything. You can do anything you want. Be anything you want. That is true well-being. That is home. That is freedom. That's it. That's what it's all about. That is temperance, and that is the Holy Grail, and that's what I've been talking about. But when I saw this, felt this, experienced that last Sunday, that was something else, you know? Then that dark reset became apparent. And then it was like this raging and banging my head against the wall, and hate and vengefulness and all kinds of horrible, nasty, dark shit coming up and out and up and out and up and out and up and out and up and out, you know. So that's it. So then the whole external, you know, fucking insanity that is created by a faulty consciousness, which, you know, and that is no more misaligned consciousness. No, finally, you know. But and that is what the last 2.5 years have been about, because Heisenberg's principle of uncertainty, so that's quantum mechanics, and this is the fundamental difference between soul beings and NPCs, guys. You know, the fundamental difference is that NPCs are Fibonacci imprisoned. They have no creativity. I need to look this up because I wrote it all down. They have no creativity at all. They're limited, you see. They are artificial intelligent, but actually I just call them artificial stupid, because that's what they are. So it's artificial stupidity, right? So everything is rational in this world, right? Oh, it's rational. If you put this over there, then that. And if you put 1 and 1 together, it's 2. And if you know, blah and blah and blah. But the rationality, because it is devoid of life and because it's devoid of creativity, it just becomes stagnant. And when that happens, rationality becomes irrationality, right? That's what happens. It's like a perpetual inversion of itself. He's talking about, and I thought this really resonated with me, that everything starts with rationality, learning to do something. So you could look at it as, say, martial arts is a very good example, because any kind of martial arts, but I find especially, say, Kung Fu, starts with rational. You know, you're a little kid and you go to your first Kung Fu classes, you know, or your Tai Chi classes, and they're very simple, basic moves until you start to get the hang of it. And it's all very, very rational, you know, A, B, C, you know, 1 and 2, and step over there and move like this, and, you know. But you become a master at Kung Fu, or you become a master at your Tai Chi or something, right? Then the rationality is no longer a thing. It becomes mystical. It takes on a life of itself, of its own. It becomes a very personal soul thing. That's when you have your superpowers. That's where you get these Tai Chi masters that can do things that defy logic. We are souled beings, and we have always existed beyond rationality. Rationality is dead. Logic is dead. There is no such thing. It is an imposition. It is mind control. That is why we have the NPCs. They are mundane reality reinforcement officers. They are rationality reinforcing entities. All of it is about making us into batteries, soul travelers. We are the most powerful batteries. We're not normies. The children of a lesser god, whatever they are. I'm not really sure, you know. I do find increasingly that a lot of people that you would at first think are normies turn out to be just NPCs, because the old lizard has died in England, and oh my god, it's another one of these litmus tests where it's like, oh, so you love to quit. Oh, okay, you're an NPC. Get away from me. You know, it's anyone who's is of their own free will shutting down their business on account of this non-event is not somebody I want to have anything to do with, right? Not at all. No. So it was weird because I had to go to the Whole Foods shop. Was it Friday? Yeah, it was yesterday, right? So I drove there, got there, And it's like, oh, due to the death of the great lizard, we are closing our shop for the next, I don't know, 5 days or whatever, right? And there was a great big photo of the lizard in the window, and they had a Bible open by it, something about sin and unicorns. I didn't have the energy to stand there and read it because I was just seething. Actually, I shouldn't have been, because it was just baiting and I shouldn't have allowed that to happen. But these things trigger us, and often we just can't help it. You know, I thought, where's a you know, it was really bad. But yeah, I didn't know that there were unicorns in the Bible. Apparently there are sinful unicorns, or fuck knows. But you know, I was like, well, I won't be fucking shopping there anymore. You know, it was fucking appalling. It was like, what the actual fuck? You know, I wrote it down here. The AI, the NPC hive minds can never cross the threshold from rational, Fibonacci predictable, to mystical. And they fear those who can and want to shut us down. By clinging to rationality, limited, non-creative, they become increasingly irrational, insane. But in essence now, they and their fake AI consciousness is being exposed. It's being forced out, it's being expunged. And I think that is the whole point of it. It's like a festering wound, because there is a splinter in the wound that has not been identified as being there. Once that splinter has been pulled out, the wound can heal. That which cannot be seen or acknowledged or recognized can never be healed. Your narcissist is like the woman I met today. Oh, that's negative. Oh, that's negative. And don't speak about that. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. You know, pretending to be something they're not, can never heal. It's very hard when you're wandering through this toxic, evil, horrifying wasteland by what feels like you're lonesome, all alone, that you're in. It's imperative that you do the inner work. Oh my fucking God. To learn to differentiate between what's yours and what isn't, and to own and take responsibility for how you treat yourself. It's very difficult, very tough, but we can do it, we must do it. That is part of the mystical. It is. If you want to walk the path of the initiate, to keep clearing the veils that obstruct your ability to see, and by your ability to see you also change. It's very self-empowering, it really, really is, but it's very hard when these dark resets happen. But it's meaningful. I have said it before and I will say it again, and I say this to myself as well as anyone else. These things happen, it seems pure evil, we feel terrified, we think, what the fuck is this about? But it's a Mercury retrograde and we are going over old ground. We are scooping out the last remaining horrifying evil shit that gets in the way between us and home. Home. The true self. Oh, and after that there is no looking back. There is no looking back. All evil filth will fall away. It is the be-all and the end-all, and it has always been it, the Holy Grail, you know. But many a times I too have asked, why does it have to be this hard, and why does it have to take this long? And I don't necessarily have any answers for that, but I have never ever I will not accept that this means that evil always wins, because think about the great power and the great beauty that lies within you. I mean, it's all about there was something on Facebook and I thought, yeah, that's it. Everything that comes to you in the guise of wanting to help you, support you, assist you, guide you, that disempowers you, that pulls the rug from beneath your feet, false lights and whatnot, you can recognize it as false light. You know, because only that which empowers you, which shows you the truth, and which enables you to become ever more sovereign and self-determined. That's it. Evil would never condone that. Evil would never allow it. Evil wouldn't want that at all. Our ability to be mystical, our ability to supersede rationality, logic, means we are the ultimate system busters here, guys. We are. I'm not denying that it's very, very tough. I'm not feeling great myself, believe me. Wow. But the more I tune in, the more I think about it, the more I decode it, the more I go into my intuition, the more I look at my inner landscape and do my inner work, the more I see how empowering it truly is. You don't stagnate. This notion of, oh, well, you haven't gained anything. Well, what do you want to gain? What, lots of money, a big car? How is that going to help? What is wealth? Ask yourself that. Most people, NPCs, when asked, what do you really, really want? They will say, I want a load of money, or I want to look like Barbie, or I want to fucking win the lottery, or I want a big house, or I want a big car, or, you know, because they're dead. I know what I want. I want true well-being. I want my freedom. I want to be restored to who I truly am. I want to... What I saw on Sunday, what I experienced, that is what I want. I want to go home. Home is here. I am home. It is within me. I'm merely clearing up all that rationality and all that logic and all that Fibonacci demonic imposed garbage, the lies. I'm taking the splinter out of the festering wound. You know, they've made us so afraid of our power, guys. You know, that's just another element of that as well. Oh, well, you're going to do something bad with all that power. You're going to fuck it all up. It's all a lie. All a lie. I just wanted to do this little video. I think that's about it for today. The whole idea of this dark reset was to trigger, it's a key, to trigger something within us that creates exactly that sort of thing. So that keeps us trapped. Yeah? It's a very weird and paradoxical thing, because there is this notion of, well, suffering is good for you. I remember years ago, I was told that by some guru. Oh, suffering is good for you. This was a guy who hadn't really fucking suffered at all. He's a total NPC. And I thought it was a repugnant notion, and it is. Yet, I've spoken many times about the homotoxicological nature of the healing that we are undergoing. Yes, like an initiation, the clearing has to happen, and it's always triggered on the external plane. Something shit happens, and sometimes it's in a mystical way, like a dark reset. Sometimes it's in a more mundane sense, true, and it will access that within you, in your consciousness, that creates it. So, in a sense, yes, evil can exist in the mystical, and does exist as well in the mystical, but it can never create bounteous goodness and beauty. It is not creative, it only mimics. It subverts, it rots, it inverts, it never gives life, you know? But it is how it works. Because this, oh, something bad has happened, the tower in the tarot, right? It's like Tim, I left a comment to that extent, and yes, it's like all these different elements come together to create this clusterfuck in your life. But when you look back, you realize that, wow, It made me feel all kinds of horribleness. I went through hell. But I am here today with clear vision and a great understanding and a shitload more boundaries and a shit more love for myself and a shit more sense of my own being, my authenticity, my worth and my determinism because of it. Springboard, and then you go through another one. I know it's tough, but hey, that's been my experience of it. And this dark reset is, yeah, it's nasty. I'm not happy about it, but at the same time it's triggered something within me that I was experiencing when I was going through all that shit with Kiss. That really, when it was really, really hot, and I could feel that really satanic energy. It was very metallic, and there was no light in it whatsoever. It was extreme evil, and there was no light in it whatsoever. It was horrifying. Just like I've spoken about when I've taken hallucinogenics, and it's taken me there, so I've been there before. So that was a program which has an energy, a frequency, which causes an emotion, and it's in you, and it has to be alchemized, it has to be cleared, it has to be sorted out, because it's in your consciousness, and it's a trap mechanism. It will create dark resets, so that, you know, it doesn't matter what you do, you'll never get out. You have to suffer because it's good for you, because it's for healing purposes, which is true and necessary and helpful in healing up to this point. Evil is allowed to happen in a certain measure in order to affect this amount of healing. Then it's like, okay, now we need to end that program, because now it will go from helpful to harmful, because it will now keep you trapped at this stage. So now we have to undo it. We have to neutralize it and alchemize it and take it out. So something happens on the external to trigger that program within you, making you feel all kinds of shit. You're your own worst enemy. It looks into you. You're so shit. You're so worthless. It's all the same old shit on every fucking layer. But at this juncture, we're dealing with a particularly nasty trap program that's being effectively taken out of the equation. Because that sort of shit at Dharma is not allowed. Okay? So that's it, guys. So you may feel very alone and lost, and you may feel terrified, you may feel a massive range of very unpleasant emotions and feel a lot of very unpleasant physical sensations and God knows what else. Fear has been the biggest problem of late, really, I should say the last few months. In fact, I knew I was going to go into that anyway, because the whole June thing came up. Fear is the mind killer. I will face my fear. And that is what we have to do. Fear and guilt. There's a shitload of that stuff that has to be cleared out. And the best thing that you can do is to keep letting go and keep letting go and keep letting go. Do not allow yourself to stay entangled. You're a compass. You know how to work your way through this. You do it in your own unique individual way. You know? Because we're soul travelers. We are true autodidacts. That is what we are. We're not like the others. We are super fucking special. Remember that. All my love to all of you.